Up next, Steve Crane, owner of Poe Restaurant in Manhattan and LBI resident, cooks up a local favorite, fresh Barnegat light scallops over Jersey corn and Jersey tomatoes.
Hi, I'm Steve Crane from Poe Restaurant in New York City. I spend my time off down here at LBI, and today I couldn't be any more happier because I have the best scallops probably in the world. They're called Barnegat light scallops. I get these from my fishmonger, Rob, up at Viking Village. If they're not all the same color, that's quite all right because they're fresh scallops. And actually, an important thing with scallops, there's a conductor muscle which holds the scallop to the shell. And that muscle is right here. It peels right off. This is shoe leather if you cook it. Olive oil burns in a hot pan. Canola oil does not impart any flavor, and it does not burn. It has a great high cooking temperature. So just a little bit of canola oil, maybe a tablespoon. So I'll flip with the salt and pepper side. There we go. And do not crowd your pan. Don't have any piece of fish or the scallops touch each other because then they'll steam. They won't crisp. Once I put the seasoned side down, I'm going to season the top. A little salt and a little pepper. We have beautiful Jersey sweet corn, Jersey tomatoes. It doesn't get any better than that, and the scallops. I can use a little bit of olive oil because we want that with our corn and our tomatoes. I'll just kind of move it around a little bit just to coat the pan. So I have 1 clove of garlic thinly sliced, and then I'm going to put in my Jersey sweet corn because I want to kind of char it if I can. Season everything you put into the pan. Everything. There's a little salt and a little black pepper. Alrighty, move it around a little bit. These are Jersey cherry tomatoes. And we'll just add those. Okay, there we go. And I'll give that a little toss. And you can see the corn's starting to char. This is actually going to be very beautiful. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add some chopped chives out of my garden. Alrighty, give that a little toss. Don't have to season the chives. I'm going to kill the heat because that's cooked. And my tomatoes are warm. I don't want to cook my tomatoes too much because they're better when they're fresh and just a little bit warm through. And I generally don't use a lot of butter, but for corn, you have to have a little butter. So this is maybe 1, not even a 1/4 tablespoon of butter. Food needs a little acidity. I'm going to put just a little bit of lemon in there. And of course, with fish, the lemon goes perfect. And I do this off the heat so you don't burn the lemon. The lemon juice will burn if you put it in a very hot skillet. Okay, so let's finish our scallops. Okay, now these should be, I'm going to flip these. These have cooked 70%. They're probably about 3 minutes I've had them on this hot burner. And I'm going to flip these. I'll use my hands because I got asbestos fingers. And that is perfect. Oh, that's getting a little problem. There. Now, they're scallops. They cook through very fast. They're done. The corn's done. The tomatoes are a little bit soft, but they still have texture. You can see the nice golden corn kernels. That is actually a beautiful thing. That's what you want. There you go. There we go. We'll put one in the middle. There you go. Okay. What I do want to finish it with is a little extra virgin olive oil. I have beautiful tarragon, French tarragon in the garden. I'm going to finish these with a little bit of French tarragon. A little over the top. There's a little tarragon. And then one of my favorite things, today I'm using a flaked sea salt. And the thing about sea salt, it's not as salty as a table salt, so do not be afraid of it. Of course, don't use a lot, but don't be afraid. That is perfect. Pan-seared scallops with charred Jersey sweet corn, Jersey cherry tomatoes, and tarragon.